What is up, everyone? So, we've been so busy down here. I haven't been able to touch the EU32, America's roughest Skyline that still kind of looks like a Skyline. We got this thing 2 weeks ago. I was planning on flipping it, but I think we all realized it'd be the perfect shot missile car. It's got bucket seat steering wheel. It's got an RB20 that I got running, and now we got to get this thing moving on its own power so we could start having some fun. So there's a couple issues with it until it can move, but the big one is it's kind of, well, lacking a rear end. The diff is not only blown up, but it's missing the axle stubs for some reason. It's just gone. Yep, just not even there. So I figured the easiest plan of action would be to convert this rear end to an S13. So we need an S13 axles, S13 diff. And you would think I'd have all that laying around, but unfortunately I don't. We went to Tommy's last weekend and he hooked me up with some axles. So huge shout out to Tommy. We think they're S13 axles. We're gonna find out the hard way. So besides that, we need an S13 diff, an open diff to be exact, because we have to weld it because it's gonna be a drift car. And well, I guess you could use LSD, well, whatever. I just wanna weld a diff. Keeps things consistent, keeps things simple, especially for a car like this. So, couldn't find a rear diff, but I remembered it came with one. This is an S13 diff, but unfortunately it is also broken. It was once welded and the welds broke. I'm actually banking on the fact that it just broke and we could re-weld it, put it back together, and we'll be good to go. Fingers crossed here, boys. Oh my God, what is going on here? Oh, sheesh. Don't see any damage on the main gear yet. This is the other side. It looks like the main gear right here is actually untouched, which is impressive because this was wedged down in there, and it looks like the drive gear is also pretty good. All right, so we're gonna try and break off some of these loose welds just so they don't fall off in the future and cause some issues, because a couple of these welds didn't really penetrate too well. Oh, that was a big chunk. Check this out. Like chunks like this. Can't be having that. Degreased and de-chunked, I guess you could say. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and weld this thing back up and cross our fingers that everything's great. So tip number one, I've seen this happen so many times. People use flammable brake cleaner because it's way better, and they start welding their diff with the drain bucket right next to it, and everything catches on fire and it's a huge mess. It happens all the time. I've done it, we've all done it. So use non-flammable, it works. Keep the drain bucket away from you. And there's always a little bit in the diff too, so that will catch on fire. So be mindful. All right, we got this thing welded up. So not my finest work, but I was welding over previous welds. So a lot of guys like to put a plate in the middle and weld to it. Definitely a good idea. I like to weld all the gears together as aggressively as I can. I try to get it real deep. And in the middle gears, I'll just weld to the casing because then they can't move at all. So it's worked for me so far. There's many different ways to do it. Whatever works, it works. So you get a lot of slag since you're like putting a lot of heat and a lot of filler in here. So I tend to take a flathead screwdriver and just kind of stab it all loose. Then use a bunch of brake clean and you gotta get it all out because this, no good for your diff. Right, Donnie? Yes, sir. What's next?
Clean it, put it back together, and put fluid in it.
Nice work.
It's that easy.
So the S13 diff cover only uses 2 bolts. The Skyline uses 4. So we got to take the diff out and take that casing off. Oh! Oh. There you go.
Oh.
Jimmy the foot. Back at it again.
Uh-oh. Oh, oh.
Look at that. That's it. Oh my God, there's just nothing in here.
So there's no CAS?
No, there's just...
Or no,
Why did he put this in there? You ready to see this diff?
Oh, yeah. Huh. What in the world?
Why even put that up in there? Doesn't make any sense. It's just an empty diff.
Nothing inside.
I don't know what the logic was behind that, but this is a big moment. I'm so happy this diff ended up being half decent. Well, so we think. We're gonna find out. All right, so the S13 diff has different axle flanges on it, so we gotta change them out. So hopefully these come out smoothly. Also, the last piece of Brian's engine just showed up. So his motor's going together probably tomorrow. Right, Brian?
What?
Tonight?
Tomorrow?
When?
Tonight.
Your engine?
What?
The engine.
Oh, wait, yeah. Tomorrow or tonight?
Tonight, he said, and then tomorrow.
Let me just get this
Tomorrow's
thing moving.
video?
We'll get this thing moving.
Tonight.
Tonight, and then we'll do your engine.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's Wednesday for you.
Ah, it worked!
I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm so happy that just worked.
Not too many things defeat the earthquake.
Get in there. Oh, good things come when you wait, you know?
Milwaukee who?
Wow.
How is that not stuck in there more?
Dude, I don't know. That's what's weird about, that's what's so weird about this car, because you look at it and you're like, everything on that car has to be seized,
Is
right?
it a snap or
Nothing.
seize?
Everything comes off.
Dude, I got 2020s at work and then you gotta bash the things out. Whew.
There you go.
It's a good axle.
Is it in?
There she is.
Jimmy, what's the torque spec for the rear hub?
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you. Wait. It's on there.
Nailed it.
What do you think the trans fluid looks like? You think it's ever been changed?
I doubt it.
Let's see.
It's probably gonna be.
This is one of those things where I'm like, I almost don't want to see it, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I see color.
No, it's not bad. I should have just left it.
Put the cap in it.
Put the cap in it.
Hurry.
No, it's okay. We should start fresh. Oh, fuck.
What's wrong? It's overflowing.
It's overflowing.
Oh shit. We gotta bore that thing out a little bit.
Let's get this thing all filled up. It's actually crazy how much more fluid this cover actually holds versus the S13 one. Let it eat. Let's get her in there, boys. Well, she's in there. It was kind of a pain in the ass by myself.
He did it all by himself.
I was gonna drop this thing on my head a couple times.
It was literally right over there. He could have threw a nut at me, a bolt. I would have helped him. He did it by himself, this guy.
There is literally 12 axle bolts, so it takes a little while to get the axles in.
In a little while to find 12 times 12 times 12.
Yeah, I don't have the OEM axle bolts, so I kind of pieced them together. Gotta use the OEM bolts.
No.
Yeah, I'd prefer to use OEM, but
It's gonna work.
I ain't got them.
Good.
Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do when you're working on the U32.
That's it.
That's it. That's the theme right there. The only thing that sucks is me and Dee just tried to bleed out the slave real quick, and it looks like the master cylinder is no good. I stole the one off the S15. I think we're gonna try and slap it on and hope that it works. Sound good, Deej?
Sounds great. Gotta do what you
Gotta do. When?
on working on the U32.
There you go.
Well-
You gotta do what you gotta do when you're working with
Okay.
the U32.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da. Album coming soon.
We'll work on that a little more.
Yeah.
That's about right. Excited to test.
I'm excited, dude. I'm really excited. So the brakes don't work at all. So that's another issue we gotta figure out.
But we have an e-brake.
And then we do have a working e-brake, which is even more impressive.
Because technically you don't need brakes if you have an e-brake.
Get in there. Nice. Get this thing out of here. I've never seen such disgusting fluid in my life. There we go. Nice. Nice. All right, let's see. So this is the S15 one. It's a little, oh, that's nice. It's a lot shorter. This is really nice. And they both 5/8.
Bleeders on the side.
Yeah, instead of the front, so it's gonna match the throw of the rod and we'll be good to go. Oh, this is so much nicer. We in there. Hopefully the line's good. Hopefully the slave's good. Hopefully everything's good.
Hopefully it's all great.
Hopefully everything's great. What do you mean what happened to the pedal?
It fall off? Bruh, it just went from nothing to a whole pedal.
It has a whole pedal right now?
A whole pedal out of nowhere.
Use your foot then.
No, I know.
That's good. That's really good. You made it sound like a bad thing was happening.
No.
You got me
like
scared.
the pedal fell off.
I thought the pedal fell off the chassis because you never know with this car.
I'm confused.
We've been bleeding. It's supposed to happen.
I'm so abrupt. It's just fighting me.
Good. That's why I got a strong clutch in it. All right, hold it.
Oh. Ah! Pinch my damn finger.
Use your foot.
It's not there yet. Now it's got no pedal again.
Why? Pump it.
What the hell is happening?
Pump the shit out of it. Fast.
What the hell are you doing there?
Look how nasty the fluid is. Do you see my arm? So gross.
It's slimy.
Better out here. All right, battery activated.
Battery acted.
Here.
Car's already doing things. Lighten up.
Let the fuel pump fire. I think we got gas in there. We probably should get gas in there. Wait for it.
Give it a
Yeah,
second.
give it a second. She's nervous.
She's cold.
She's nervous. She's a little nervous.
Gotta warm her up a little.
Here we go. Ooh, look at that! Starts right up!
Moving.
Are the wheels moving? This thing sounds awesome. Like, it sounds so healthy.
Sounds great up there. Back here,
Well, there's no muffler. We gotta get Johnny Little to weld a muffler on.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, we still have a clutch, so that's good. Didn't go anywhere.
Leaking fluid. Just coolant.
How much coolant is leaking?
Out of the overflow, like a lot.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. Might just be too much coolant. Maybe because the car is doing an endo.
That might do. Hold on, let me see how much.
Yeah, the cap's bad.
Oh, that's great.
If it leaks past, see that? If it leaks past the cap, then let's go take this off your car. Come on.
Okay. Cap is on. Let's see if this one will leak.
No cap.
No cap.
All right, now let's go through the gears. All right.
Oh boy.
Ready? First gear. They went in. Now ready? Is it spinning?
Come on.
Oh, thank God. All right, second. That sounds smooth. I don't hear anything.
And it stops. It
Oh,
stops.
the e-brake.
Oh.
She hits.
Oh,
Ready?
okay.
Watch. I wish you could see your face. You look so concerned.
It's gonna come off.
Ready? Watch. Look how this feels great. Hey! That sounded awesome. The limiter's great. What?
What if it came?
It's not coming off. That was dope.
That was scary.
I don't know, dude. I thought that was coming off too.
That was dope.
Nick, it was rowdy.
I felt good
This
in
thing's
there.
gonna fucking.
That sounded dope.
It sounded great. I was just scared standing right there.
Oh man. Let's go for a
Let's
drive.
take this
Let's
thing
go for a
down.
drive.
Take it off.
Get it off here. Click battery relocation.
How are you gonna shut the hood?
Good question. No sparks. Okay. This is great.
Send it. I'll
Get
sit in
in
the back
there.
and hold the battery.
Let's go.
Hurt everyone.
See the brakes like. I don't even know if it's gonna overheat. I don't want to ruin it. We'll just see what happens.
That's it. Just for testing purposes. Roll it down the window if you could.
I don't think that window works, does it?
One does. And I don't think it's this one.
Nope.
One does.
It's that window that works. The back left window works.
Nothing to see here. Don't run the snap-on light over. This is so sketchy, but I love it. The U32 is driving.
We know those terminals are popping off.
Test the brakes. That thing looks goofy standing up. Dude, it like like squatted. It like lifted off the ground because of the damn suspension. Oh. Oh.
There's the terminals. Yeah. Yep.
Battery complication. Oh yeah, that's not bad.
We're good.
How'd it feel? Crazy.
Dude, I can't believe it. I was like, I'm gonna clutch kick it, and it went a little bit.
It did.
It has no power steering, so it's like real hard to feel it, but how does it look?
It looks crazy. It's like you squatted over there.
Dude, they got... hop in, buddy. Let's go for a ride.
I don't know about this.
No, everything's great.
Oh man! You have no brakes?
Zero. I just have the e-brake. That sounded sick.
I'm so happy that it functions.
Dude, you hear
As
that?
long as we're not overheating, we're good.
Not yet. How dope did that sound?
It looked. Oh boy.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do it. No.
With the terminals going down.
I'm driving this thing home tonight.
I can't believe we're driving this thing right now.
Dude, it's just an RB20. It's got the littlest turbo ever, but it just has so much turbo noise, so it sounds like it's like this really fast
Rowdy.
thing.
They sound rowdy for no reason.
This is too... Everything's great.
How did it look?
How'd it look?
Sick? It felt sick. It was dialed. No
Sounds good.
I can't believe it let us bang the limiter like that and it didn't break up or anything. It just took it.
Is this too loud for you?
It's a
Like,
little loud.
Is this a little above it? 'Cause
But
I
like,
think this sounds
the
great.
limiter on this thing sounds so freaking cool that it's like kind of okay. It needs a Kakimoto.
It does.
It needs a Kakimoto.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it needs a Kakimoto. We got a spare Kakimoto in there. She's going on there. What do you think?
It looks a lot smaller outside than it does in your garage. You were smiling, so you were having fun.
Look at it. We just drove
He was
this thing.
impressed
Oh,
by.
didn't it sound crazy?
Is this the first time you drove it?
Yeah.
Really?
It's the first time someone's driven it in 4 years.
Really?
How does it move?
Can I take it for a ride?
There's no brakes.
Oh. Well, it's got.
She's
Handbrake,
already trying to
right?
drive it. You'll drive it soon enough. I want to make it safe first.
You heard it.
Yeah.
I'll drive it.
Soon.
She'll drive it soon. She
Soon.
knows. It's a Thrasher car
At Thompson.
at Thompson.
Which one of our friends do you think's gonna crash it first?
Probably Donald. No, Ant. Ant's gonna crash it first.
Yeah.
Aw.
No, because he's just too ballsy. It's not that he's a bad driver. He's just
He's
too
cocky.
ballsy.
Well, think about it. The last 2 weeks, I've seen him off the road 4 times. And that's on the street, not on a track.
Poor Ant. Well, I just drove this freaking thing and I can't believe it. It actually, it doesn't have power steering and it has no brakes besides the e-brake, but it actually feels really good. It's on the stock suspension, it's a little mushy, but the car actually feels a lot more dialed than I was expecting. There's not really any clunks or like crazy noises that I hear coming from it. I mean, we haven't really gone on the road, but usually if there's some bad things, you usually hear it just in the parking lot. So that is a huge win. I'm super happy. The drivetrain feels great. The tranny feels smooth. The diff isn't clunky. The engine sounds great. The limiter on this thing is ridiculous. So I'm really pumped. I'm actually really excited. So probably a bunch of gremlins that are gonna come out of this thing, but if we tackle one thing at a time, when we have some time, eventually it'll be a good-ish running, driving car enough that we could all start to enjoy it. But getting a rear end in this thing was definitely a huge step. I mean, it just drove. It's freaking awesome. I'm really hyped. So can't beat that. You guys want to go for a drive?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll go around from the EW32.
Dude, this thing kind of sounds good. It's just loud.
What is that?
So it looks like a.
Oh my
It
god.
looks like a. I didn't realize until recently that's a socket
Yeah.
with a ball on the end of it.
We got a little pepper.
Is it crazy? Ugh, definitely a little rich in here.
How old are these tires?
Oh yeah. How old are these tires?
Break the rattlers.
Oh, ready? Can we faint it? all quiet like, this is happening. This is happening.
Well, I wasn't sure if we were entering the trees or not. And,
No, that was smooth.
She was great.
Nice.
It's a little loud, but how sick is that limiter, dude? Oh, it's rich. It's real rich.
Dude. Is the exhaust on this side?
Okay, definitely a muffler. We got a lot of exhaust fumes in here.
What's it? I should have asked what this black wire does.
We need to
driving.
duct tape the holes. Well, it sounds really fast. In the gravel, it felt pretty fast.
Dude, I don't think it's that slow.
Well, it's got an RB25 turbo on it.
So somebody's changed the turbo. Dude, this thing is kind of sick.
Not bad. You felt that. It's swaying, right? It's just swaying.
She spun him.
Dude, this thing is good. This is good. It didn't, like that was kind of the test. Honestly, it was like, if this thing hits the trees, like we'll just get rid of it. But she drove right out of that corner like it was nothing.
Yeah, it held the whole corner.
Wow.
E-brake worked? You saw me driving to e-brake?
I mean, Jimmy, I know you can drive. So like, I wasn't worried about that. But the car?
How was the back seat, Josh?
I think it may have swung with a little extra weight in the back seat.
Yeah, that grip helped us in the gravel, huh?
Oh man, I love the limiter on this thing. It sounds so obnoxious. That was good.
Right.
Now I just gotta put power steering in and make it stop.
Yeah, it's brakes. Brakes will help. You don't need brakes.
Maybe not the red wire on the outside?
Nah, dude,
No,
that
no.
kind of looks sick, like Mad Max shit. I don't think this will pass Lock City Tech inspection, but I know a guy.
We know, guy.
Garrett,
We get one of them
put a
stickers.
little bit of money in that pocket.
We'll get one of those tech stickers. All right, well, I can't believe we drove the 32. I know I talked about it a bunch already, but I'm honestly really excited. It's so cool to be able to rip on this thing, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we got a lot of work to do on this thing, but we'll get to it slowly or quickly. I don't know. It's luckily like, I'm gonna do it right, but I don't really care for it to look really good, so it should go a lot faster than if I was trying to make it look good, because trying to make things look good always takes 4 times longer, so it'll work out. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's a great car. We got a lot of stuff going on this week, so I'm a little stressed out, but I'm also super excited. I love being busy. It's hard with this, but busy's good. It's fun. The kooky, we got a bunch of parts going on this week. We got Brian's engine going together probably tomorrow. The coupe, I tested it a side skirt and look how freaking cool it looks. So we just got in the E30. Oh my God, we got, so it's great. Everything's been great. So just stay excited. I'm excited, and yeah. So there it is, the U32. First test drive in 4 years. Not freaking bad. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you guys very shortly.